Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and thank you so much for joining me today. Today is the How to Kill a Kit with Style first video of the year is this kit share video. So if you guys have been following along in December, but if you were busy with the holidays you might not know, I did a series about building page kits and how I did that for this month's kit. So if you want to see the process of making this whole kit, please go check those out. I'll have them linked down below. It's in a playlist, so it's nice and easy to just keep playing them. But for now, we're just going to do the kit share so you guys can see what I'm working with for the month of January. I hope to get through all the kits that I made. And my page kits are a little bit different, mainly because I did a kit for an album. So this is all for my DC album, my Washington DC album that I have started. I did a couple pages on it last year. This one's one of the most prominent ones I made last year. This was in a live stream. I made this one. And it was in my top 10 of 2018 projects. So happy 2019 everyone. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic 2019 and it's going to be great and full of so many crafty endeavors. And I do plan on making my crafty goals video as well, so you'll see that later this month in January. So to get started with my kit, I want to show you this new storage that I'm doing this time around. I have large embellishments in this little container. I'm not sure where it's from. It's just something that I had lying around, but we'll go through what's in there quickly. And then my mixed media stays on my desk in this little guy here, which is an IKEA container. And then anything additional, like if I keep a little bit out, I usually put them in here or here. And then we have this guy. So this is a paper folio from Storage Studios, which I think is carried at some other retailers, but I found this on Amazon. And I don't know if it'll show up well on camera, but inside there are two things. First, I have my page kits over here. I'm a little off center there. My page kits are over here, and then I have this secondary divider in here, which I've shown before for page kits. I also have ephemera in the bottom, so that's also what's moving around down there. So we're gonna try to pull this out safely. We'll see how that goes. I might have to lay it down to pull it out, which is what I figured would have to happen, because it's quite heavy and full of stuff. Okay, so then I'm gonna pull my papers out. Okay. So I'm going to go through my page kits because I know a lot of people wanted to see those sort of up close to see the full pages, because I did make these live, but I wanted to just show everyone all the pages. So like I said, there's this divider item in the middle. This is sold somewhere. I actually got these gifted to me. I think they're by Creative Memories. I believe Close to My Heart also makes a brand of these dividers, but we'll go through all the embellishments and other pieces after we go through the papers. So again, if you guys did not watch the kit making video, you would not know that all of these page kits, there's 18 of them paper clipped together, are made from 4 different paper pads. So that's where all the basis comes from, and again, I go through it on that one video. So I'm just going to fan these out so you guys can kind of see what I picked out for the pages. So this is one. And like I said, this is for my DC album, so you'll see a lot of vintagey style papers. Like I consider this a vintage style. And then travel themed papers. And there's no significance to the way they're ordered or how they look. But you might not know that I used the Maggie Holmes Bloom collection. I used the Recollections Travel collection, which I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It is called Fly Me Away. I used the Simple Stories Life in Color. And lastly, I used the Craftsmith Conservatory paper pad. There's this one. And I chose most of my kits to be 3 sheets. That's just the typical what I use. I use 1 for a background, I use 2 to cut up for elements or layering, and then that's it. Some of them do have more, some of them do have scrap pieces associated with them, which I will show. Guys, a wood grain. I'm so excited to use that Maggie Holmes wood grain. And you'll see that they're kind of all intermixed. And if you have a question about a specific paper, I recommend going to that video, but I'll answer it if you leave it down below. If you say paper number 582. But again, I just wanted to flip through all these kits because a lot of people had questions, and this just seemed like the easiest way to do so, was to share them this way. So this one actually has 4 in it. I pulled in this like light blue bottom scrap piece because it's not a full 12 by 12. So I pulled that in, and then a heart one. Oh wait, did I name 4 paper pads? Maybe I did 5 paper pads. Is it bad that I can't remember? I don't remember where this one's from. I thought I had, now that I think about it, I had the Minty Lace collection up here too, didn't I? Guys, I'm losing it. This new year, I'm telling you, it's going to be a long one, but it's going to be a great one. So I'm going to use all these page kits up in January. That's my goal at least. You guys are going to get a lot of videos. And then some of these will actually be on my Patreon for my exclusive videos over there. This one's actually cut apart sheet, mixing in those in as well. And of course, all of them look a little bit different. There's a lot of florals here because I picked out a lot of floral paper pads, but trying to get some different ideas and different things in here to go with my DC album. This one I believe is all from the one paper pad, which is kind of funny. This is the Life in Color collection, which it's okay to do a couple of those. I think this is my first time making page kits from paper pads like this many, but I figured since I'm working with a lot of photos, and I know what a lot of the photos look like because I've been going through them lately, just looking at them, I figured this would be a good way to use them up. This one's one of my favorite combos. And I did also talk about in the kit making section that I would be doing some page kit recipes over on my blog, and all of those linked down below. Hopefully they're up by now. But I'll have something linked down below for that because I know you guys wanted those. I'm going to check them out. I might have lost one. I only have these two, but I almost remember only making a 2-page one. Sorry guys, it's been a crazy holiday, you know. So I could cut all these out and sort of line them up. I didn't include cardstock with these, but I do plan on throwing in cardstock when I need it. So white cardstock or otherwise. But most of you guys might know that I do patterned paper backgrounds. It's just tend to what I go for the most. This one, yeah, I definitely had that Minty Lace collection in here too. So did I use 5 paper pads or did I mislabel one of them? I think I used 5. I'm losing it. So hopefully this gives you a better insight of how they all look so different. Again, if you have any questions, refer to that video, and then of course I can answer them if you have any. Another like cut apart style, gold foil. We got random specialty papers in here. We got all sorts. And then I'm just using paper clips. And like I mentioned in the other videos, coated paper clips are much safer for your paper. Excuse me, because of the rust aspect. So there's this one, really cute. You can see it covers a lot of different color wavelengths. Like there's some pastel sets, there's some more bold sets. And I think 18 is a good number. I kind of got sidetracked by making so many, but I wouldn't say it's too many. This very pastel one. Some of these papers are so much thicker than the other ones, I get kind of confused with where they came from. A little bow paper, Maggie Holmes again, gold foil, and a pink. So this is 3 different manufacturers, and they look really cute together, if you ask me. And you guys gave me so many great ideas on the posts about the papers on what I could use them for, like in DC, like you asked if I'd been to certain museums and how they would apply to each of the paper sets, and that was so helpful. And I know some of you live in Maryland, so you guys gave me some tips too, and you said you've been to DC before, which is so nice. It's nice to have like a certain location that a lot of people have been to, because then it's easier to inspire, you know, them to work on those projects. This one's also one of my favorites. I really like these pastels. And I wouldn't say that I work with pastels often. I did pick, I think, 2 of the paper pads, maybe 3. 3 of the paper pads had a lot of pastels in them, so it was quite easy to pull those out. We got butterflies, polka dot, and then arrows. This one's going to be very difficult for me to work with, but I think pairing in like a black cardstock would help bring this together a lot. And knowing that kind of helps me develop my style more. Like this looks hard for anybody. This would be very hard. I'm not going to say it's not, but I was thinking is the polka dot would be like a background like this, that this one would be cut down to here, or vice versa with the blue, and then the blue would be layers under the photos, sort of thing. So don't look at them just as the big picture, just look at them as colors. Sometimes that helps. So looking at the arrow as just a color makes me pinpoint that that could be a layer under my photos. And then the last one, which is another 4 for, we have 3 sheets and then 1 cut apart border sheet, which is fun. So those are my little kits. I think it was 18, maybe I counted wrong, who knows nowadays. But those are the kits that I use to build out the rest of my kit. So if you guys know, page kits are typically made as sets. So all of your embellishments would go with the papers. I decided, since all of these are going for the same album, which again doesn't work for everybody, I decided to just keep my embellishments together. And I will say I pulled out way too many embellishments, I will say that. But I'm also working on a multitude of topics for this album. History, museums, sculptures, art museums. There's a lot to cover. So I figured that it'd be kind of okay to do such a thing. but I don't know if a lot of people do this. This is similar to making a regular like monthly kit like I do for How to Kill a Kit with Style, but this one just has a little bit more pared down already, so it kind of saves me time in the long run by doing all the paper matching. So now let's go to the mixed media because I have it here. I pulled out 2 Heidi Swap color shines. I have Butter and Patina. I thought the Patina matched great with the greens. And then I definitely want to get back to using Heidi Swap color shine driplets on my layouts. And then the Butter one matches the yellows. Again, this guy's back. I'm determined to use it this month. This is the Deco Art Premium Heavy Gel Medium Gloss in clear, so I can do mixed media on top of that. The Acrytones in Tartar, so black, like heavy duty acrylic paint that doesn't need a primer. Really, really fun. I think that'll be fun. And then 2 shimmers, It's Meant to Be and Pull Me Closer. So those are our 2 colors. I got like more of a minty green and then more of like a pale blue. Those need to be stirred a little. They got a lot of glitter in them. And again, this is an IKEA little bin. It says Veraria on the bottom, but I don't think that's the style. The number is 203-35115. Hopefully that helps somebody if they want to buy this. I wish I still lived near an IKEA, but I do not. I lived near one in Maryland, but since I've moved, I do not live near one. I think the closest one is in another state or Canada, so that's kind of crazy. Then we'll go through little embellishments since they're here. I've got some LE Studio wood veneer, and you'll see that some of this has changed since you guys saw the video because I went through my stash more. I had a pen pal send me these cute pink foam felt flowers. A chipboard piece from Crate Paper. A bazillion washi tapes, guys. Washi tape is another thing on top of my list this year that I will continue to use, ideally on every layout. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 washi tapes, 2 of which I just bought. So I needed to add them because they need to be used. Oh, wait, number 12 is a nice gray one. And then down here I have lots of bits and bobs. So I'm going to actually bring it up to you so you guys can see a little bit better. That I have resin flowers, pins, paper clips, brads, flare, rubber shapes, acrylic, looks like another pin. There's a lot in there, but we're hoping to use up some of this 3D stuff. The flare are from the Crafty Pocket, random resin flowers, random resin pieces. A couple are from Click Kits, Pink Fresh Studio Rubber Charm, Maggie Holmes Clip, and that's it for that. And then the brads are from random places. The paper clips are from random places. And I know I've had some requests, especially from Susanna, to use paper clips more. And I just use them the same way every time. So maybe I'll do something a little bit more innovative this time around. And the only reason these ones are in here is because I didn't have the other situated. Here's a light bulb die cut that I had. Just set it aside. Okay. Next up, I do have the ephemera pieces in here. You guys did see me pull all these out, so I'm not going to pull them all right now. But I pulled mainly by color scheme. So the blacks, the pinks, the light blues. I even have some thread in here, and then lots of grays as well. So you can kind of see some of them in there. I don't want to pull those all out because that was really annoying last time. So the rest of this should be pretty quick. I do have one more thing to add that I don't have here. Like I mentioned before, one of the 12 by 12 paper pads I used to make these kits was called Conservatory by Craftsmith, the brand at Michael's, and my boyfriend actually bought me the 6 by 6 version of that paper pad for Christmas, so I'm going to include that in this kit, but it's still out under the tree, hence why you don't see it. But I did pull out some other paper pads, if I can get them out. I have this Kaiser Craft Finders Keepers one that I want to use, this Dear Lizzie Fifth and Frolic, which I'm determined to kill on this kit. There's only like 4 pages left. And then my new one is the Bo Bunny Early Bird Collection paper pad. And then another one I want to kill is the Just Be You paper pad by Echo Park. Now, if you guys know, I used to be really into 6x6 paper layering, and I still am, so that's why I pulled out so many. And they cover a lot of color schemes, as you can see. So those are the paper pads we're working with. Next up, let's do my stamps. Again, had a video on those. I have 2 alphabet stamp sets and then 2 like decorative stamp sets. So I have 4 of those total. And then as for embellishments, we got a lot going on here. I'll start with the tall ones, I guess. I have 1 letter sticker sheet, I think, at the moment. LE Studio Light Gray. I have another large sticker sheet. This one is from Jelly Bean Soup. Got the yellows going on. I picked out the We Are Memory Keepers Honey and Home sticker sheet. These are the accent stickers though. I really like the wood grain ones as well as like the little hearts, the little flowers, things like the clothespins and the knitting and the cacti might not work, but like if I see a kettle in one of my pictures, that'll be the time to use it. And then the rulers I thought would be great and of course there's a miniature alphabet. So we kind of have 3 miniature alphabets available. I did pull out one 12 by 12 sticker sheet. This is the Webster's Pages, the Good Life collection. So I just really like this white font, and then the yellows and some of the greens match, but not an exact match. So right now we have 4 fonts in here, and ideally I use these and my stamps to create my titles and not my thickers, which I use almost on every layout, but I didn't pull any thickers in here because I tend to base my titles off of how many letters are left in an alphabet set, and I think all 4 of these are brand new alphabet sets, so I don't have to worry about not being able to spell variations of the titles that I want. Okay, I also have ephemera in here, but I'm not going to pull that out. I pulled out some bags to hide journaling, various doilies, and tissue paper. Again, I talk about more of these in my individual videos. Some little craft sacks, a bazillion 3x4 cards because they're my favorite to use for journaling. We got mini paper flowers, some puppy stickers, some die cuts from Heidi Swap. Let's see what else is in here. We got more 3x4 cards. Paper clips from Pink Fresh Studio, the Reset Girl and Life in Color sticker packs, tiny word stickers from Amy Tangerine, chipboard from Heidi Grace. And then there's only one more pocket left, which guess what? Contains more 4x6 cards, which I really love. And those are from various manufacturers, and I talk about those in their own video. Then I also have some other puffy sticker sets, these 2, Heidi Swap and Pink Paisley. Some We Are Memory Keepers labels, Teresa Collins chipboard, and then some DCWV cork words, which include United States of America, so I had to include it for my Patriotic as Heck DC album kit. So that's my kit for 18-page kits. I hope it makes sense to you guys why I'm doing the pages only kitted and not anything else. It's just easier for me to look through my photos and grab a page kit, just the kit part that matches, and then add in the embellishments after. I just think it works better for me, although you could easily do this and just pair each photo as you go along with the papers and then add in your embellishments as you go. I know a lot of people do it that way too, but this is the way that works best for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this kit share. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down below. I'm happy to answer them, and I always answer as soon as possible and as soon as I know the right answer. But this is the kit I've built, and I'm really excited to work with it. I'll try to include all of the process videos that I make, but trying to get through 18 pages in a month seems like it'll be a lot, so I don't know if I'll be able to film all of them. But I am really excited to work with it. So again, let me know if you have any questions, and be sure to check out all the other How to Kill a Kit with Style kits that are linked down below, because you guys don't want to miss out on some great kits for the new year. And that will be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a happy new year. Bye!